Welcome back, everyone. I am Nina, and today I want to share something very personal. And it's the moment I knew God was calling me to serve prodigal parents. It was not loud, it was a quiet shift inside me that changed everything. I think God had been nudging me. No, I know He was nudging me long before I recognized it. I didn't know it then, but God was gently shaping my calling as He does. Um, so give you a background. A video before this I did on the reason behind my book, How to Love and Pray for Your Adult Prodigal Child, which is available on Amazon, right? Under Nina S. Harris. And in that video, I shared how that book came about. But in this video, I'm clearly talking about how I recognize that this is my purpose and calling. When I wrote my book, my best friend and her son's mother-in-law, they had crafted together a book signing event for me at the local library to announce me as a first-time author and to promote my book. It was not a huge crowd, but it was just enough, and it was very special, and it was wonderful. It was nice. And when I tell you, I was so moved and so touched because the people that were there who purchased my book, some had read the book prior to the event, so they had some knowledge about the book. I can't even number, I lost count how many people personally walked up to me at the book signing event in tears, telling me that they felt like I was talking specifically to them in this book, telling me that they had the same situation or similar situation, telling me that this book was God sent, telling me that this book spoke to them. When I tell you this touched my heart so, there was literally not a dry eye in the house. And I was overwhelmed to the point I heard the whisper, this is not coincidental. This was intentional. This was God nudging me. This was God confirming to me, revealing to me, and also confirming to me the same day, the same moments leading up to this one, that this is definitely my purpose and calling. And that is how God does things. But go back to the prior video so you could get a little bit more understanding of where I'm coming from. But anyway, there was a specific moment, and if you had one of these, you know what I mean, where it felt like God whispered to me, like I said, this is it. This is your assignment. Maybe for you it was a scripture or a conversation, or somebody opened up to you about their child, about the fear, the guilt, or the, ache of watching someone you raise walk away from their faith. As the people that approached to me talked to me, I just felt something shift in me. Um, it was just deep, spirit-led compassion. I can't explain it. But I've learned that my gift in the fivefold ministry is teaching. And I am supposed to teach them how to stand in the gap as a prodigal parent to an adult child, right? It was not just an emotional feeling or a time, it was a calling. To be honest, I hesitated. I said, God, me? I do not have a seminary degree and I do not have all the answers. But God reminds us He doesn't call the qualified, He qualifies the called. Everything that I've walked through and still walk through in my journey is not wasted. It's training ground for something way bigger than me. And once I said yes, confirmations started showing up everywhere. More parents were approaching me. I was even at a Skechers shoe store here in my town, right? And I noticed a lady kept watching me, and I kind of got a little attitude. And I'm like, but Lord, thank you that I didn't act on that because I would have been out of order. And after so long, she finally approached me and she said, "Are you so and so?" And I said, "Yes." She said, "Oh my God, I have your book." And my heart dropped. And I was like, "What?" She says, she started literally crying in the store. To the point, me and her had to pull aside and we had to pray. I had to pray. When I tell you this touched my heart, she says, "I knew that was you. I knew that was you." She was like, "I know your mother." And she said, she told me about the book and I bought the book. And she said, I think she bought 4 or 5 books in addition to hers to give to other parents who are dealing with the same thing. So I've been told by some people who read the book, it brought them peace. And this opened the door for me for coaching, for teaching, and for writing. Um, the book idea dropped into my spirit, and you will learn if you watch the previous video, how it dropped in my spirit. God was weaving everything together, the coach in me, the intercessor in me, the nurturer in me, into a calling. So that is the moment, or really the series of moments when I knew that God was calling me to serve prodigal parents, not by accident, not by coincidence, but by divine assignment. So if you're listening to this and you're a parent walking through the prodigal journey, I want you to know you are definitely not walking alone. God sees you and he equips people around you to stand beside you. And I am honored to be one of them. So thank you for being here. Please make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any videos created specifically for your heart and your home. Again, my channel is Nina Simone on YouTube, NINAHSIMONE. It's one word. And if you want to go deeper, as I mentioned, I am a certified Christian life coach to parents of adult prodigal children. I have a website, ninasimone.com, and it is on the screen. If you are interested in taking further steps on help with your journey, please log over onto my website and learn a lot more that I have to offer to you. So, grace to you, and I'll see you next time. Go in peace.